Okay guys, welcome back to another video. So, this video is going to be a little, not an announcement exactly, but I'm going to update you guys on my progress in self-improvement. So one of the big things that I wanted to do for a long time is to finish a book. And I wouldn't share this normally, but I learned quite a good lesson about from reading this book about that. I think it's just how I'm gonna go about a lot of my life, really. So I'm gonna tell you a story. So me and my family go away to Southwold, which is a sort of town, seaside town in the UK, in Suffolk, just to kind of, family holiday. And we stay in this house, we sort of rent this house by the sea, and they have a wardrobe of books. And one of the books they have is Anna Karenina. Not this copy, but a comparable copy. And I just pick it up and I think, oh, it's a Russian book. I'm very interested in Russian literature. So I give it a read. And I really love it. I'm really hooked on it. And I've tried to read Russian literature before. Not quite sure why I have such an obsession with it. But I really enjoy it. There's something that excites me about it. Having said that, I've never really got anywhere with it. Like, I tried to read Crime and Punishment in the past, got stuck about halfway through. But there was a little voice in my head that was like, this one's different, this one you're going to finish. This one's so much more interesting than Crime and Punishment. And anyway, I go back home. I have to leave the book behind, obviously. But my mum's quite encouraging of me reading it, and I'm like, yeah, it'd be good to finish it. And she buys me a copy, actually. And then I go travelling over the summer, and I take the book with me. This copy that my mum bought me. And I lose that sense. You know how I was saying about I had a sense that this was going to be different. Oh, sorry, I might just close this. Yeah, you know how I said it was going to be different. That reading this was going to be different. You know, this one was going to be the one that I was going to pursue with because it was so much more interesting than Crime and Punishment. I think I stopped feeling that about here. You know, let's say 100 pages in, and the book's about 800 pages. And so I read it a bit over when I'm away, but obviously don't have much time. And I get about halfway through, and I kind of come to a bit of a crossroads on it. And I say I'm halfway through. I reckon I'm about here at that point. So maybe a bit less. Like, I've made a decent bite into it, but I've still got more than halfway to go with it. And like, it's a lot, it's a lot to read. I've never really read anything this long in my life. And I just think to myself, okay, doesn't matter. I will just read 1 page a day. And maybe sometimes I'll read more than a page. But if I keep the momentum up, I'll finish it at some point. Like, I just have to. And that's literally what I do for the next 6 months. Is I read a page a day. And sometimes I read a few pages more. Sometimes I read a few pages less. But I haven't gone less than a page, but sometimes I'll just read like a paragraph. Sometimes I'm really tired, it's been a long day, I really can't be fucked. But even on those days, I'll just read a paragraph, I'll just read one sentence, and sometimes that's all I can manage. But sometimes once I read one sentence, I go, actually, I can read a paragraph, a couple paragraphs. That turns into a page. And yeah, it works. I mean, I finished it. And it's very weird because I can't believe I've read a book that big. I mean, I've never been a massive reader, is the other thing. Like, I have a sort of, I like that kind of stuff. I'm very into languages and stuff. I study classics at uni. But, like, it's not massive. Like, I've never really been one of these, like, big readers. And, yeah, I just managed to finish this book by perseverance. And I want to outline the difference here. It's not really hard work. You have to have a bit of hard work to keep it up, but mostly it's just perseverance. It's just lazy perseverance of saying, "Oh, I'm just going to read a page every day," and it's worked. I just can't believe it. It's really remarkable. So there are two lessons I want to sort of give here, or the lessons that I've learned, I should say. So go back to that thing I was saying about how when I started reading it, I was really excited. I was really interested in it. I thought I was gonna be really easy to read this because it was so exciting when I first picked it up. That goes, guys. That goes with anything you do. But the question is, what do you do when it goes? And I think the answer is to just persevere. Because I just kind of thought with this book, like, if I give up now, then what if I never read a book again in my life? So that's something to remember. That's basically the lesson, is that it's not the excitement of the book necessarily that's going to make you finish it. It's just the feeling that I've got to read, that's like really important skill. And I can only speak as someone who's lived one life, but I think there are a few entrepreneurs out there who say you don't need to read, you can just rely on experience. But I think there are so many who do, so it's just a good skill to learn, basically. And yeah, that's my lesson to you guys. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.